Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Derail Valley. We have our DH4 all hooked up to our utility truck and our utility car. And then we also have some fish loaded up that we're going to be taking to the machine factory and town. Once we're there, we're going to get some parts for our DM3 that we just pulled back to the museum. So that's the real reason why we're going to the machine factory in town, not really to do this delivery, because it's not a very good paying job. We had some other paying jobs that were higher price there, but we are doing it for the parts. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's just double check everything. Looks correct. Alright, all that looks good. All is well and good here. Okay, let's pop this. We're going to C4I. So let's just double check. Coming from City South, we're going to go to the left here and left. I'm going to go to the right and we're going to stay left, go right through City West, stay left, go coal power and manufacturing in town. We're gonna have to go to City West here and make sure our points are set here. Stay right, go through there, coal power plant. We're gonna need to stay to the right, come through there, good. And then manufacturing town, going to where? C4I. So we need to turn right, then left into C4I, which will be right, C4I. Perfect. Let's get rolling. Fantastic. All right. This door shut seems awfully loud. No, big difference. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't know what the speed limit is inside the station here, so I'll stay around 30. Should be an easy run to the manufacturer in town. Might be some heavy mountains, I don't know. It wouldn't be bad to stop off at some point. Maybe we'll do it on the way back. If we look at the map, down here and grab whatever this little guy is. I don't remember if it's that micro shunter or what. But yeah, so we're going to be turning left here, and then we're going to stay left there as well. That'll be good. Hey, where'd my lantern go, by the way? I just noticed my lantern's not in here. Do I have it with me? No. It must have got spawned back into my shed for some reason. I really miss it. Kind of dark in here, so I'll turn on some lights. Might want to hit the brakes just a little. Well, it says 70 is the speed limit here, so should be fine. Plus I missed one that said something other than 70. Might have got down to 50 or something. Alright, 60 up ahead in this junction. Conjunction junction. What's your function? Alright, so we're coming up on the first junction. We're going to be staying to the left. Yep, indeed. Is it a sharp turn? Doesn't look like the left hand should be, so should remain at 60 probably. Left is 70 actually, so should be fine. And then back down to 60. And we have a grade increase, but I think we're alright. And a nice 10. Wow. I'm not going to get much higher than 60, honestly. I think we'll just stay there. It's a little more overcast than I expected, to tell you the truth. I'd like to get a clock, too, so I can see what time it is. But, yeah, it's kind of dark. Dark, dreary day for the morning time. Uh-oh, getting really foggy up ahead. That's less than ideal. Now, our next turn will be stay left also on that one. But I haven't decided if I want to stop at this little spot here and get whatever that little prize is or not. Don't know. Guess it depends on what it is. Alright, down to 40 up ahead, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the throttle. Apply a little dynamic brake. Quite a bit of dynamic brake, actually. Alright. Should be fine. Yeah, because we're going uphill as well, so... get going too slow here. Yeah, it's a really nasty day today. The weather was supposed to be clear, I thought. Maybe I was looking at the wrong day. I don't know. What's that I see up ahead? That possibly be Coal Mine South? Probably. I should be passing to the left of it. Alright, still going 30. Speed limit. My temperatures are rising a little bit. Keep an eye on that. We've got full dynamic brake applied. I can pull off of it a little bit because we're slowing down a little too much. And there's our little turn off. Alright, let's go ahead and plan on stopping here. We're going to back into wherever this is. Check it out. Alright, we have come to a stop here. Let's go check out. Oh, I'm not even past the thing here. Unfortunate. Let's see what we got here. Reginald's garage. Oh, Reginald. 6. Alright, let's see what's inside Reginald's garage. If I don't have a lantern or something, it's really dark. I apologize for that. What is this? The caboose. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll go and grab it. I mean, we don't particularly need it at the moment. So now we got the caboose. And we'll be able to see ourselves on the map again, since I turned up the difficulty. Alright, this is a pretty steep little hill here, so... I don't think there's anywhere I can stand on these refrigerated cars, unfortunately. Alright. Brake. All the way brake. And release. Back around up, Johnny. Again, I apologize for the darkness here. There we go. Nice. Okay. Okay. Anywho, let's get Reginald's caboose. Again, man, it's so dark. I apologize. Maybe it was 7 p.m. and not 7 a.m. Maybe I was gonna sleep and then I forgot and didn't do it before I saved it. And then when I logged in, I thought. Anyway, doesn't matter. I can't see where to flip. I'm sure you can't either. Okay. Let's load this guy on. What does it look like inside the caboose? There's some cabinets. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a window. Okay. Man, I can't see with a jack in here. There's beds in here. Oh. Huh. Interesting. What's this? A wireless thing? Man, this is pretty cool actually. Brake pipe, okay. There's a handbrake, okay. Let's get out of here. This is really cool. Really cool. Very, very, very cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and get her started up. Got Reginald's caboose. So sorry about that, the light. Grossly forgot to sleep for the night. So now I should be able to see myself on the map again. Yes, you can see the little red dot. That's the caboose. That's us. Okay. Nice. How long do we have on this mission? 83 minutes. No problem. Look at my little red light back there. So cool. Alright, 60 miles an hour up, or kilometers per hour up here. And I think this is the one we are going to be turning to the right. Yes, turning to the right. Very good. What is the speed limit to the right? Is 60. Fantastico. Alright, and then we're going to be going to the left, and then to the left again, then to the right. You okay, buddy? All good? We're all good. I think it very briefly went from 60 to 40 and then back up to 60 again, so. Yeah, sorry again for the nighttime run here. I mean, I don't mind doing it at night, but it's just not as viewable on YouTube. This is a pretty easy little run for the most part. No steep climbs or anything, so I'll have to keep that in mind in the future. Now, how are we going to do this caboose thing? Well, we're going to have to drop it off before we go into the siding, I guess. C4I, we'll drop it at the beginning of C. Alright, 50 up ahead. I'm going to turn off the dynamic brake a little. Pick up some speed. Alright, we're going left up ahead. Good, that's what we want. Right? Yes. Now it's liable to get pretty hairy up here. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying some dynamic brake again. And some wheel brake. 70 and then 50. Okay. 50 will be fine. I'm going to turn some of the dynamic brake down. Turn some of the wheel brake down. Okay, going left again. 50. Yep. Good. And I think there's a 20 up ahead, so let's keep that in mind. Okay. 50 up ahead. Level ground. Go ahead and apply a little throttle, not too much. Like I said, I think there's a 20 up ahead for this sharp turn. Alright, 50 again at this junction. Junction, we're going to be going to the right. And it looks like we are set correctly. To the right. Very good. Maybe I imagine that 20 kilometer an hour turn. Not seeing it anywhere. So 90 to the right, then 60. Okay. Maybe it's when you're coming from the steel mill or something. 60 again, okay. I think there is a 30 here inside of the town though. Let's slow down a little bit. Or at least turn the throttle off. 50. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. Great. Definitely was in the nighttime, not in the morning. Because I knew there was some rain coming at night. Little break, little break, little break. There we go. We're good. Good. Alright. Real nice. Now we got a bit of a climb to the manufacturer in town. Should be fine. At least it's just light rain right now. Okay. Be left before the coal power plant. Alright, 60 up ahead. Just gonna make sure we don't get going too fast here. We are climbing, so I better apply some throttle. Slowing us down automatically. What does that say to the left? 60? Alright, we're good. Alright, we're going to be coming up on the coal power plant soon. We haven't explored the coal power plant as far as demonstrator engines, so there may be the DE2 or the DH4 there. But a few other places we still haven't explored yet. So, have to keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, we definitely have to explore the coal power plant at some point. See what we can find from there. Stay to the right, 60. Yep. Correct. Okie dokie. Not far now. We'll go ahead and pull in. We'll lock the brake on the fish cars. Run in, turn the job in. And then we'll come back out. Back the whole thing into the main siding. Detach the caboose. Go back into the... Well, we could just detach the caboose before I go into C4I. It's not going to cost us that much more time. I think it'll be fine. It's not like we have a huge heavy train, you know, so should be fine. All right, 60 up ahead. And I think, yep, we're gonna be turning to the right up ahead. So I'm gonna start bleeding off some of the speed. 50 is the speed limit, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. Start slowing down. We're going to be going into the sea yard up here. Alright. Yes. So I'd like to actually hit the brakes before we go into the sea yard. Oops, little wheel slip. Let's throw some sand in. Okay, that was less than ideal. Okay, we're gonna unplug the caboose so that we can just back into this thing and grab it. Don't really want this to roll off. Is there a light switch around here somewhere? Really dark in here. I might have to buy a couple of lanterns. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn off the brakes. Go forward. Oh, I gotta turn off the dynamic brake as well. It's still applied. That's what happened last time. Okay, going left into the sea yard, and we need to go left again. C4I, we need to go right? Right. Uh-oh. Okay, this is the sea yard. That's the yard. Okay. On the right, C3I. There we go. C3I. Is there a way to go forward? Uh-oh, yeah. C4I. There is no way to go forward. Yeah, I can come back through the loader. That'll be fine. Start slowing down slowly. That way we don't have to worry about the wet tracks. C4I. I'm gonna take that. Grab my lantern. And then hammer time. Hammer out this bunk. Bink. Bonk. Bink. Bonk. We'll go ahead and kill the engine because I may sleep for the night before I go get my caboose or whatever. Which loading dock do I get my machine parts from? That's a good question. no idea. Also, where is the station in this thing? At the end of C, okay. I'm right on the right track then. This in here, this in here, this in there, this back down here. Alright. Very good. We'll turn this baby in, then we'll go find our machine parts. Nice. And we got 20,000 bucks. Fantastic. So, yeah. It is 3 a.m. Okay. Okay, so that is would be an easy drop off. And I need to go to C1L anyway because I need to go do the pass-through for my caboose, but I don't know. Could go to the sawmill, Harbor in Town, Harbor in Town. Man, that's some good stuff going to Harbor in Town. Ironmore, okay, Orwell North, alright. If we go to Harbor in Town, I could get my parts. That'd be 344. And the DH4 allows us to do 600. How much is the caboose? Caboose is 22 tons. Okay. Rear managers in there. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think we'll just go ahead and do this shunting job because it'll be easy. And I need to get the machine parts from one of these loaders. I don't remember which one. At the C yard? Or the B yard? We'll see if we can get it in the C yard. Alright. We need to go to C1L. That means let's just go ahead and grab this. Alright, what can I load from here? Can I load machine parts? Nope. Not. So, loads, unloads. I don't know. We'll try to load and see if it does the machine, like the drivetrain. One turn on a little sand won't hurt. Alright. Let's go ahead and unload first. Unload all the fish. Can I load drivetrain? Nope. Okay. Cannot. Alright, where are we going with this load here? We are going to B6S and C2S. 768. Is that the last one? Nope. Is it the first one, I hope? $768, yes. Okay. So B6S then. Alright. Oops. So we're gonna have to go forward then because we got the caboose backward behind us, I mean. So let's go forward. We'll go through here back into B6S. B6S. We go left, left, left. There should be a switch right up here. Hopefully B6S is unoccupied. I will just bump them out of the way. Let's give them the old pusheroo. Okay, coming in pretty quick here. Turn some sand on. Alright, that's much better. Turn off sand. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and touchdown. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this guy in there. And there. Oops. Open the wheel brake. Anything back here with wheel brake on? Okay. And apply throttle. Just need all but one car in there. I don't really want to block this, but a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Alright, that should be good. That last car doesn't have to go in. There we go. And turn you off. Brake. Attach. Attach. Good. Okay. Forward. Release. Hounds. Release the hounds. I'm going to detach these last two too because they don't need to be attached. And brakes on. I'm a good steward of the rail yards. Alright, we're here on the next day finally, which is what my intention was from the get-go. I knew how to sleep properly. Now we need to go back to the sea yard. We need to go to what? C2S. Okay. Get in here. Get in here with that thing. Yeek! Oh my god. Beautiful. Alright. I'm gonna leave the train running because we're gonna go get our caboose and see if we can go to the B yard and pick up the drivetrain. Where's the other? Is that the only other loader in this yard? I think it is. Fantastic. 10,000 easy dollars. Okie dokie. Where is this going? Food factory in town? No thanks. And also to the farm. No thanks. Okay. Alright, so we can decide what we want to do with that. But I do want to go on forward from here. Go through C1L. Grab our caboose. Actually, we're going to wait to grab the caboose because we might do a job after this. But I do want to go see if the loader load the drivetrain in. Alright, let's see if we can load this baby up now that we don't have an active mission. Oh, yeah, I did it. It did it. Okay. Fantastic. We got the drivetrain. Woohoo! Okay, I was going to go ahead and get a mission to take the harbor in town because there's some pretty good money there. But I think instead we are just going to go pick up our caboose and then we will stop by the shop right quick and pick up any like stuff we will need to get from the shop here in the factory in town. I don't remember exactly what they have here, but and then we're just going to go down to the coal power plant and check that out, because if I have a mission, I'm not going to want to, like, you know, explore and stuff, and I'd rather just be able to explore. I've got plenty of money to like do some traveling without a mission, you know what I mean? I'm not like dead broke or anything. And while it's certainly more cost effective to only travel when doing a mission, you know, it's not the only way to do it. Alright, we're just going to hook up this caboose. We're just going to go straight back to city. Well, we're going to go to the coal power plant first, explore to see if there's another engine there, and then we'll head on over to the ooh, we are flying. Then we'll head on over to the coal power plant, then back down to city south. Ah, no! No! Hit the wrong keys. Okay, well. Hopefully we didn't do any damage to the caboose here. Or to the utility cars. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and kill it. So we're gonna be doing some walking around here in manufacturing town. There we go. Fantastic. Let's just see what we can see inside this caboose here now that it's light. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to get some lanterns. So I'm thinking a lantern right over this door, and then another lantern right here perhaps. So that's 2 lanterns, 2 hooks, and then maybe another lantern in here. I don't know what this is for. I guess to show what we can see there. Okay. We're gonna owe 9,000 on our diesel our DH4. All right, let's go to the shop right quick before we end this episode and see what we can buy in here. Hopefully lanterns. All right. We are here, and let's see what we got. Got these end of train lanterns. That's not exactly what I was talking about. Got some paint we can use. Demonstrator paint can. Expensive. Holy cow. DVRT, which would paint it like the standard paint. Automatic train stop. That's like a dead man switch. Some lights. Sand can. I think we'll need 2 of these. Aha, lanterns, but no hooks. Yeah, here's some hangers. Okay, good. So let's grab 3 hangers for the caboose. 3 lanterns for the caboose. I can only get 1. Interesting. We'll get 2 sand cans. A demonstrator paint can, and I guess a DVRT paint can. Don't know. And I guess we'll buy that. $48,000. Woo, mama. It sure goes quick. I think I have enough room for all of this. Okay, I was hoping to get a speedometer in here. There's a distance tracker. Oh, I want that. I want that for sure. Do I have a long mount for that? Might be able to use that one. Go and get a distance tracker. I think I've already got a long mount. Whee! Think. Okay. Alright, let's go see if we can mount this stuff in there, in the train. Let's also go over to the sea yard right quick and see if we got a long mount base for the distance tracker. Or I could just put it on that little countertop. I was thinking I could put it under the countertop, but... Alright, here's another lantern. Okay. And another lantern. Okay. But my mounts are not here. Okay. Interesting. I've got 3 lanterns now. Yeah. Where's all my stuff? Where's all my stuff? Retrieve stored items. So I thought once you bought some parts it'd be available at all shops, but I guess that is not correct. I don't have enough spots to do the mount. Although I guess technically I could, technically I do. I've still got an empty hand. Let's take this stuff back to the train, get it all installed, and then we'll call this episode quits. And we'll head back to the coal power plant next episode. Alright, the first thing I'm going to install is this distance tracker. I'll put it in the locomotive. Here. Yup. Alright. Can I pop it down right there? That will be perfect. Bonk. Alright. Then you go here. Tape it up, baby. Alright. Great. Okay. And now, the distance tracker. Just like so. Nice. Does this have to be soldered? Don't know. Yep, it does. And when what I can do there is, if I know the length of my train, littered. If I know the length of my train, then I can set the length, hit start, and then track how far it is till the train goes by. So that'll be really handy when I start getting those really long trains. Okay, let's go install these hooks into the caboose. All right. I'm going to be 1 lantern short. That's okay. Lantern. Another lantern down here. And then another lantern down here. Okay. You go there. Lighter. 6. Nice. And then lantern and lantern. This guy's already got, he's already lit, right? No, it's not. Or is he? Don't know. It's not working. And then 8. Alright, maybe I have to light it first before put it up there. There we go. Plug you in right there. You there. Oh, he was already lit. He just had a really, nope, I don't want to sleep. Just had a really low light. There we go. Okay. All right. That's great. Lovely. Okay. Okay, dokay. Very nice. now I can install this end of train lantern into this bad boy, because it will probably give me a nice red light in here, which is not bad. I'm wondering about this brake thing, if I should move it over, but I think that's okay for now. Okay, I got all that done. Now we're going to go ahead and head on down to the coal power plant. I'll just do that off camera because I'm just going to be looking around. If I find the demonstrator engine there, I will record that part. If not, I'll head on back down to the museum with just this part, and then I'll start the next episode there. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure and hit that like button. I'll see you guys next time.